A safety warning for vape users in California, the FDA's latest statement on CBD, and the newest venture of one Canopy Growth alum is coming at you today. It's Monday, March 9th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
San Diego lab says almost 80% of the illicit vape cartridges they tested are unfit for consumption. While vape-related illnesses aren't making headlines like they did last fall, a report from KGTV says a local cannabis testing lab has released vape test results that are alarming. Almost 80% of the cannabis vape cartridges were tested and deemed unfit for consumption. The cartridges were purchased from the illicit market and sent to the Infinite Chemical Analysis Labs, or InfiniteCAL, where they analyzed them for potency, pesticides, and heavy metals. 62% of the cartridges failed for pesticides, and almost 40% of them failed for lead. When 10 News asked InfiniteCAL co-founder David Morelius about the toxicity of the lead, he responded, one of the vape pens had almost 100 times the legal limit. The lab also discovered that half of the products tested had less than 50% THC in them, and some of the cartridges were cut with excessive levels of vitamin E acetate. The additive may be linked to numerous vape-related deaths and illnesses. Morelius adds 20% of them had a significant amount. According to Vera Levitt, Chief Operating Officer of Mankind Dispensary, says the only way to ensure that consumers are getting safe products is that they buy them from licensed dispensaries that have purchased products from distributors that are regulated by the California Bureau of Cannabis Control. A link to check the license status of California dispensaries is available by visiting this article at trichomes.com.
The FDA pledges action against unlawful CBD products while offering confidentiality for research. According to Hemp Industry Daily, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration said it will continue to take appropriate action against unlawful CBD products that pose a risk of harm to the public, even as the federal agency implored the industry to collaborate with the government to study CBD's possible benefits and dangers. The statement Thursday from new FDA Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn did not mention a timeline for when the agency will release CBD usage guidelines, which businesses have been expecting for several months. But there were some new positions staked out in the memo issued in response to pressure from Congress to issue regulations allowing the sale of hemp-derived CBD without a doctor's prescription. The FDA said for the first time that it wants to learn the difference between full and broad-spectrum CBD products. The FDA also said it will keep some CBD comments private, allowing companies to share proprietary, confidential research without being asked. They will also explore the creation of a risk-based enforcement policy to increase transparency about which CBD violations will be enforced by federal authorities. Hahn said the FDA is concerned that some people wrongly think that the myriad of CBD products on the market have been evaluated by the FDA and determined to be safe, or that CBD is harmless. He emphasized that the FDA must work to educate the public and close the knowledge gaps about CBD.
Former Canopy co-CEO Bruce Linton to lead new cannabis venture dubbed Collective Growth. According to Yahoo Finance, Collective Growth filed with the SEC to eventually list on the NASDAQ and raise up to $150 million as a special purpose acquisition company, and will attempt to target U.S. investment opportunities tied to hemp and CBD. As co-CEO of Canopy Growth last year, Linton directed hundreds of millions of dollars into Canopy's hemp growing operations, including its New York cultivation facility that marked the company's first foray into cannabis cultivation in the U.S. The strategic advisor that oversaw that build-out with Linton while he was at Canopy and current chairman of the National Hemp Association, Jeff Walling, is now working alongside Linton as Collective Growth's co-founder, sharing the belief that hemp is being underutilized if it is harvested solely for CBD. Linton told Yahoo Finance, "What we want to take is the whole plant and create a profit from every element of it. Where we have a space right now is hemp shouldn't be just viewed as CBD. Hemp has so many virtues that are under-realized. Analysts estimate the total industry could be worth $23 billion by 2023.
And that was today's Buzz. Tell the cannabis community what you think about these stories and more at trichomes.com/morningbuzz, and be sure to follow us on all social media platforms. My name is Allison Ben-Yehuda.
And my name is David Fortin. Have a good one.